I heard you utter the S word. So, I mean, there's really no pulling that back. Once it's out there, it's out there.
It's just falling out of the tube onto the floor and everything.
Yeah.
We got to collect ourselves. You know, this is kind of like what we're going to be doing here through the weekend into early next week. But the real punch comes early next week when we start to set the stage for what could be like the early taste of winter. Monday, Tuesday of next week, and it could linger a little bit into Wednesday as well. But you wouldn't see it, though. Looking outside our CSU cam, you can saw those beautiful skies there with some extra clouds coming on in. We're wrapping around sort of this area of low pressure, and we got some drip drops coming all the way down through the Great Lakes region into west central Ohio, into northeast Ohio, into the southern Ohio region at this hour. This is all because this area of low pressure is still pulling some energy out of Canada and cooling things off. We have pretty moderate conditions, at least as far as our lake temperatures, though, so you can get that cold air coming over those lakes. You kind of precipitate a lot of activity there. So snow showers, check this out, already beginning to move in this early on in the season. This is back over towards the northern Dakotas, even extending over towards Minnesota at this point here. We don't really have this per se coming into our region for a few days now, so we still got to fine tune the forecast and see exactly what the models are going to be forecasting. But this is sort of like the system that we normally get in the wintertime that causes this type of activity to happen. A few drip drops, as you can see, mainly north and also west of the region at this hour. All other locations are just enjoying the sun and clouds out there right now. We also have some breezy winds cruising right in from the west, up to about 15 to 20 miles per hour across the area, and it's also knocked our temperatures down. So you got those surface winds coming out of the west, those mid and upper level winds coming out of the north with that trough. This is why our temperatures are reflecting about 15 degrees cooler. You can see for Youngstown from this point yesterday, 13 from Elyria over to Cuyahoga County, even Ashtabula, about 13 degrees cooler. At this point yesterday, we were talking about the 70s, widespread 50s, even a lone 60 down in Dover and also New Philadelphia. But the upper level pattern is going to be changing. This is what we're talking about here when we're looking at the forecast in the days ahead. So you have that deep trough sitting over us right now. We have that ridge out west. So we have a ridge out west and also a trough in the east. You know we got colder air coming in and likely below average conditions. This extends through Monday. Notice this undulation really packs a punch getting down to the mid-Atlantic states. But by the time we get to end of next week, I think things look pretty good, a little bit brighter for us. That warm air begins to move back over towards the east, and then we'll also moderate our conditions across the area heading in towards the final weekend of October. So here's your National Design More hour-by-hour forecast. A few light drips can be expected for the rest of the evening here. Nothing too terribly widespread, nothing like we had to deal with last night with those gully washers out there. We will have another round of rain likely come through that swings through around 10, 11 p.m. as model is guiding us through. But overnight tonight, temperatures will be settling, and they're going to be settling pretty significantly back into the mid to upper 30s. Some areas hanging out in the low 40s along the lakeside around 5, 6 a.m. for tomorrow morning. And we'll also pack in some cloud cover to deal with, at least for our Friday. We'll have a modest area of high pressure hop back in the driver's seat, and then it exits as we head towards the weekend. But chance rain showers will be looming all throughout. Friday night football, you can see there in the 50s, so it'll be a little bit extra chill out there as you're going to be sitting in the stands. And I think by Saturday, we'll start to rebound in our temperatures just a wee bit. As we package it up tonight, upper 30s to low 40s expected, 42 I do see for you, Canton. Now let's look at what this deep trough looks like in the days ahead, okay? So we have that one that's already moving off the Atlantic coast by Saturday heading in towards Sunday. We'll have another lobe of energy come through for Saturday that'll spark off some chance showers for us. We'll dry things out Saturday evening. Come Sunday, look at this. We're gathering moisture from the south. We're gathering moisture from the north. And this is that deep trough that we're talking about with that area of low pressure, bringing snow mixed rain showers all the way down into northeast Ohio. And it could be lingering from Tuesday heading in towards Wednesday. As it continues to wrap, that's when we get those off and on snow showers mixing on in. For tomorrow, temperatures climbing up to near 60 degrees in the afternoon hours. And you can see that in your Union Home Mortgage 7-day as we get towards the weekend, near 60 by Sunday as well. You can see that lake rain mix coming in on Monday, Tuesday. We are not likely getting out of the 40s widespread for Monday as well as Tuesday after beginning in the 30s. Mid to upper 30s by Wednesday as well. You know we've got temperatures in the 30s. That means we at least got some patchy frost to linger across the area, albeit though in addition to those rain snow mixing on in.
So you did say no S word for next week, right?
That is not the case, no.
You weren't listening.
That's maybe sun.
I know.
This is not called wish casting.
I know.
It is a forecast.
Right. Okay, Betsy. Betsy got
If
me
it
in
was
line.
wish
I'm sorry.
casting, it'd
There's
be
a
a
lot of
whole
S
nother
words for you
ballgame.
guys.
For sunny and 80.
Jason, thank you very much.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.